Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I'm posting free Linux tutorials, videos, lots with PDF notes and free VirtualBox appliances. If you haven't been here before, do have a look through my unique selling points. If you don't have a link to the PDF notes and VirtualBox appliances, it's here in white. My name's Ken Marr. You can mail questions to me. I live in York in the UK, and do please subscribe to my channel. At the moment I've got advanced, ad hoc and introduction playlist. I will be doing something on RSCSA in the new year. That's my page on future development, which anybody who's been here before will see. Please subscribe, like, comment, whatever. There's my Linux command line for beginners and Windows users, which I've completed. There are 10 sections there. If you want to look at those, all with PDF course notes. And there are also some advanced video tutorials. Well, I just started that. So far I've done SED batch editor. There'll be more on SED, more on Vim and more on Awk later. But today I'm doing an ad hoc video tutorial on the use of the nano editor. It's just a simple thing. If you've used nano before, or if you haven't used nano before, it's a very easy editor. It's not like Vi or Vim at all. You can just type things and delete things, and it's controlled by control key combinations, as you'll see. What the video shows you is how to efficiently use nano. Well, that was the idea. So here I've got open the file in the ad hoc folder called A11 Nano Editor PDF. It's only a couple of pages. The usual thing, after viewing, please like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's iDrive, Dropbox and DigitalOcean, which I use all the time. Plus buy me a coffee if you want to support what I'm doing. Whoops. Sorry. Right, first thing we do is install the sample files. Now you can do this in one of the virtual machines, which you'll find in the VM folder, Mint 20, CentOS 8 or Ubuntu. I'm going to do it on my Mint desktop here. I've got the normal terminal, but I've installed something called GUAKE. It's like Quake with a G at the beginning, and you bring it up and down with F12. There it is. I'll make the text just a bit bigger. This is my home directory on my laptop, so I'm going to do what it says over here. Rather than put the files here, I'm going to put them in an FPT directory for Flying Pigs Training. That's what I trade as. So I'm going to make a directory called FPT, CD into FPT, and then if you've not done this before, this wget gives you the set of files that I use for most of my courses. So if you copy that and paste it in here, it will get you the latest copy of the files. That didn't work, did it? Let's try again. Whoops. Copy that and paste it in here. That's better. There we go. So now I've got all the files that I use. And in the SCR folder, there's a file called nano file. So I'm going to open that. So you use nano by just saying nano file name. Like that. If you've not used it before, it's a very simple editor. It's much easier than Vi. Although I use Vi all the time, especially for more difficult things. But this is good for simple stuff. So as I said, in SCR, there's a file called nano file. Now this file is the same as the PDF file. It's just repeated multiple times to give us a number of lines. Now the first thing you might want to do is turn line numbers on. And to do that, the easiest way is to create a .nano RC file. Or you can have a .vim RC file you've got .bash rc file. These are setup files. They need to be in your home directory. So what I'm going to do is highlight that and copy it. You can quit from here. If you look down at the bottom, Nano's always governed, is all governed by control keys. And the little hat symbol, which is over the 6 key, means control. So to get out, it's just control and X. I'm going to CD back to my home directory and paste the echo in there, and that will create me a .nano-rc file. There it is. And now if I go back into FPT and open the file again, the line numbers on, which is much nicer. Now what I'm going to do is just work down the file. I mean, you've got it as a PDF there, and here's the file here. So navigation of the file, for instance, to go to the end of the file. Now in the help, which is down the bottom, let's have a quick look at the help. Control and G, there, get help. The help refers to the meta key. So this M here means the meta key. So meta key and U is undo. But on most keyboards, the meta key is the Alt key. Now I can close this, if you look at the bottom again, with Control and X. So if I want to go to the end of the file, it's Alt and /. This file's got 883 lines. Back to the first line, it's Alt and /. Go to a particular line number, Alt and G, and then type in the line number, like 600 for instance. Now we're on line 600. Back to beginning, Alt and /. You can move around lines using control keys like this. So you go, I can't remember how you can go forward and backwards words, but you can do. If you're at the beginning of a line and you want to go to, actually I should have just gone to the end of the line, shouldn't I? End of a line is Control and E. Beginning of the line is Control and A. Down the page is Control and V. Upper page is Control and Y. And the cursor position, if you place it somewhere, like there, and you want to know where it is, you do Control and C. So you're on line 14 of that particular character. So it's fairly easy to move around the file. The slowest way to move around obviously is to use the keys for going up and down. But you can do search and replace. So here you can use Control and W to search for a string. So if I search for repeat, there's repeat there. And then Alt and W repeats the last search. So it goes to repeat, next repeat, next repeat. You see the line numbers changing as it searches its way through. I go back to the beginning, Alt and /. Search and replace on line 22 is Alt and R. So there, if I do Alt and R, this time I can search for repeat. It's not case sensitive, unlike Vi. And replace it with, let's replace it with go to for want of something, and then press return. It goes to the next one and it says, do you want to change this? Yes, no, all, or cancel. So if I say yes, it will change that one. If I say no, it doesn't change that one. If I change yes, that's not a very good example actually. Let me show you a different one. Let's cancel that, Control and C. Go back to the beginning with Alt and /, and let's do a Alt and R and search for move, M-O-V-E, and replace move with go to. So it goes find the first one. If you say yes, it changes that one. Yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, yes, no. You can choose it like that. If you want to change them all, you press an A. And it's replaced 79 occurrences. Now if you want to undo that, here's undo there, Alt and U, important command on line 33. So Alt and U will undo each of those one at a time, all the way back to the beginning of the file. And redo, which is also there, is, hang on, we're not quite back at the beginning, are we? Let's go Alt and slash back to the beginning. Alt and E, which is on line 34, is redo. So to redo the ones I just did, I can press Alt and E. I then go back again if I want to with Alt and U. Back to the beginning. So that's moving around the file, beginning, the end of the file, beginning and the end of the line. You can go backwards and forwards a word. If you look in the help, which you can get up here by getting help, there's copious help on here. If you open the help with Control and G, you go next with Alt and, hang on, no, pages. If you want to change pages, Alt and Y, Alt and V, next. No, I beg your pardon, Control, isn't it? Control and V is next page. Just like when you're paging through the file, if you want to go backwards, Control and Y. And to come out of that, Control and X. So that's search and replace for strings. Now, if you want to copy, cut and paste text, Alt and A and Alt and 6 copy a highlighted block to the clipboard. So what you do is you put the cursor somewhere. Where is it? I've lost it. There it is. If I put the cursor there and I want to copy those 3 lines, you do Alt and A, highlight the 3 lines, and then Alt and 6, and that copies them to the clipboard. And then if you want to paste them again, you do Alt and, let's put them there, that's a new line there, you do Alt and U, Control and U, which is paste from the clipboard at the current cursor position. And that puts them back. Let's undo that with Alt and U. Now if you wanted cut and paste, again we do Alt and A, mark our 3 lines, and this time we do Control and K. Control and K and Control and U are on the bottom line here. K cuts text and U paste text. So if I now do Control and K, that will cut that text, and I can paste it back multiple times here by just doing Control and U, Control and U, Control and U, and then Alt and U will undo what I've done. So that's, so you can copy, highlight blocks of text. You can do it like this. From there, if I now do Alt and A, move along the line, so it's not a whole line, Alt and 6 to copy it to the clipboard, and then paste it at the current cursor position. So if I put the cursor there and do Control and U, it pastes it back there. So it doesn't have to be whole lines. You can take blocks of text. What you can't do, I think, is if you position it there and you do Alt and A and you go down, it goes to the beginning of the line. So you can't actually copy a block of text there without it being the beginning of that line. There's Alt and U taking me back again. So that's searching for a string, repeat the last search, search and replace, copy, cut and paste. You can cut the current line if you just want to delete lines. That's just Control and K. Don't want that line, don't want that line. They're actually cut into a buffer, so if you do Control and U, it puts them back again. And there's Alt and U to undo what I just did. and then miscellaneous things down here. Control and G gets you help, Alt and U for undo, Alt and E for redo. If you need to refresh the screen for some reason, because somebody sent a message to your screen and messed it up, you can do Control and L. Exit is Control and X, but if you want to save the current file, you can just do Control and O, and it says file name to write. Well, it's going to be the same file name. There it is, copied it. If you want to exit, if you do Control and X and you haven't made any changes, it just comes out. If I go back in again and I delete some lines, so I can cut that line with Control and K. Several lines, Control and K. If I come out now and I do Control and X, it says save the modified buffer. Well, you say no, it will exit without saving the changes. If you say yes, it says file name to write. Well, if you want a new file name, you could add something or change the file name, but it's going to save the current file name, and then I'm out. If I go back in again, there are my lines missing from the top. So that's enough to get you going in Nano. It's all I know about Nano, because if I want to do most things, I use Vi. Vim, if you're interested, my Vim tutorial is section 5 of the introduction course. If I just go wrong, the bottom here, get help is Control and G, exit is Control and X, writing it out we saw is Control and O. If you want to read in a file, you can put the cursor somewhere, there, do Control and R and read in a file like people. And that will copy that file, and it marks the tabs in orange, which is neat. I like that. Where is Control and W? We did that. That's searching for a string. Replace is Control and backslash, and that's search to replace. I think that is the same as Alt and R. If you do an Alt and R, yeah, you get the same thing. And then you've got cut text, paste text, you can justify, you can do a spelling checker, you find the cursor position, you go to line. Now I've got this set like that. The thing is, that was dumb. There is more on the bottom screen. I should have thought of that. Actually, just bear with me a minute. Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot one of the drawbacks of squashing a screen like that, so I had a split screen, was that you lose the right hand end of the Nano screen at the bottom here. But I think we've covered most of these. There's mark text and copy text, Alt and A, Alt and 6. There's previous and next when you're searching, backwards and forwards if you want to go that way, Control and B, Control and F will take you forward through the file, backward through the file. No, it doesn't actually work. That's weird. Anyway, the point of this was to get you started with Nano. Just remember, if you shrink the screen too far, you won't see everything at the bottom. That's it really. Like I said, it's only a short one. But come out of there and out of there. I mean, do use it if you don't know Vi or Vim, but it's a good idea to learn Vim. That's the best thing to do, because Vim is a really neat editor. It does a lot, but it is difficult to use. So if you just want to make simple changes to a file, Nano might be a better bet. Well, that's the end of that one. It was only a short video. I'm hoping next to write something about how to use a separate home directory. It's got a splash of white on it there. And then I might do something on Kali. But that's the end for now. Thank you for viewing. Bye bye.